Microphone check. Check, check. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. I gotta set everything up. Hold up. Hold up. What do I need? Am I live on YouTube? Yeah. Got my YouTube chat. Got my Twitch chat. Man. I wonder if I should experiment with my ads. People say pre-roll ads are the worst. But I don't know if I want to change it. Should I try that? I don't even know where to change it. Let me see something. How do you do ads, man? So I need 3 minutes of ads every hour to stop pre-rolls. Maybe I should have messed with this like earlier. Conolid, what's happening? LeetCode grinding? I wouldn't. It's a little bit of a grind, but I'm not going super crazy. Trying to set up my ads right now. Hopefully I didn't mess everything up. You're well lit up. Yeah, I got lots of lights around here, that's for sure. All right. Ads manager. Hold on, I'm doing like stream maintenance right now. All right, should we just run the ad right now? Let me try it out. So they're saying I need to run 3 minutes of ads every hour to disable like my pre-roll. Does XOR, how are you doing? I just watched an ad. Oh, my bad. My bad. But everybody who's a content creator says pre-roll ads are the absolute worst for your channel. And they say you should do like controlled ads instead or something. So I'm gonna try it out. But maybe I'll run an ad right now. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let me see how it goes. There are ads? Oh man. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 32 minutes now. Alright. Ad is running. I guess YouTube doesn't have ads, so maybe you can watch on YouTube if you don't want any ads. Or you can have them both up, you know. Alright, ads in progress. 55 seconds it says. Anyways, I'm supposed to switch over. We're already started. Hold on. Raxo Sabe in the house. Raxo, can you see me? Or are you watching ads? I made some changes to my channel ads. I don't know if like VIP people get ads or not. Let me see. Twitch VIP ads. No. Wait. VIP still gets ads? Dang. Wait, I can turn off. Oh, it's like a feature request. Man, I really wish I didn't have to run ads, but we're gonna try it out for a bit and see how it works. So that means I have to actively manage my ads, my ad breaks, unfortunately. Which is not cool, but I can deal with it, I think. Alright, are my ads over? Pat's Hello World in the house. Man, did I scare everybody away with my ads? Hopefully not. Because it says... we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see. I guess let me do a daily problem or something. I don't want to be like doing problems and then ads show up randomly. Alright. I'm an ad noob. Ads noob for sure. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready to begin, I think. Let's do it. Let me move this thing out of the way. Alright, day 2. Asia C Mac in the house. How you doing? Alright. Low Road Sim Racing, welcome to the party. Alright, let's see what we got. We got isomorphic strings. Given two strings, S and T, determine if they are isomorphic. Two strings, S and T, are isomorphic if the characters in S can be replaced to get T. All occurrences of a character must be replaced with another character while preserving the order of characters. No two characters may map to the same character, but a character may map to itself. Oh man. All right, I can try and do this. So I'm thinking we gotta map some characters to characters. So I guess anything in S should be mapped to the corresponding thing in T or something like that. Let me try. So hopefully, are they the same length? Yeah, they're the same length. Let me try doing like UM. Wait, maybe I have to check like if, so if this character is mapped already. So if it's already mapped and if it's already mapped and then if it's mapped to the wrong thing, how do I MTHSZSZ, what's happening? What keyboard is that? It's a bubble 75. All right. What are we doing? So if we've already mapped this character, should I do the and there? Let's say if it's not mapped to this, then we can just return false. Otherwise, if we haven't mapped this character, then we should map it, right? So it says no two characters may map to the same character, but a character may map to itself. Is that it? So it's like we iterate through all the strings. So if E hasn't been mapped, then we can map it to A. If G hasn't been mapped, then we can map it to D. And then this G's already been mapped. But then it is equal, so we just don't do anything. Hopefully this will work. I remember this problem giving me a lot of trouble early on in my career. We'll see if it gives me a lot of trouble today, man. Oh yeah, it's gonna give me trouble. So let me see where, hold up. So B maps to B, A maps to A. Oh. I see. Already mapped. So then, if this character, I don't know why I use an unordered map there, but a vector here. Maybe I should be consistent and just use an unordered map, or I'm gonna just leave it, man. So if already mapped, if that's already mapped, then we gotta check like if it's equal to that. I think that will take care of that test case. And then we have to say already mapped TI equal true. And then if it's already mapped, then we got to check if the mapping to that is what it should be. All right, let me see. All right, looks good. Oh, lordy. Any valid ASCII character. Come on now. Alright, alright. Maybe I should use the dang... a dang thing. So if already mapped... Find this... Alright, I think that should fix the problems now. Yeah, so this problem still gives me trouble. Even after many years of LeetCoding. Still can't like one-shot this problem. It took me 3 shots to get that dang problem. Anyways, it's time for the real training to begin, I suppose. All right, here we go. Rocky music? What's happened, Brett? Yeah. How does Rocky music go? Dun. I don't even know how it goes. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, it's regular training, man. Should I go watch Rocky sometime soon? What are we doing? We're doing some Zerotracs. Oh, random number, that's what we're doing. Maybe I'll start with like a 16 to 1800 as my warm-up. And then 1780. Even though the first number was a lot lower than that. But I'll go with... Oh man, do I want to start with 17s? Largest magic square. Alright, let's see if we can do this. A k by k magic square is a k by k grid filled with integers such that every row sum, every column sum, and both diagonal sums are all equal. The integers in the matrix, in the magic square, do not have to be distinct. Every 1 by 1 grid is trivially a magic square. Given an m by n integer grid, return the size of the largest magic square that can be found within this grid. Oh man, how are we gonna do this? Every row, every column, and all the diagonals. I'm feeling like a prefix sum kind of vibe here, but I'm not too sure yet. And then what is k here? I guess k is what we're looking for. We're looking for the k, so maybe we can do... I wonder if we can do a binary search on the k. Man, it sounds hard to implement this problem. I'm thinking to binary search on the size of k and use some type of prefix sums to determine Either prefix sums or like I don't know. I actually don't know what to do. If we had the prefix sums of every row and every column, then we could find the sub-arrays sums for each row and column in O1. And then if we had the prefix sums for both diagonals also, like, that's a lot of prefix sums though. It's like for all the diagonals and all the anti-diagonals, then we could just yeah, so I think that seems like it would work, but I'm not really feeling like to implement all that right now. Geez, where do I begin? So it's only 50 by 50. Seems like a lot for a medium. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Elite, what's happening? Code to get a square, code to get sum of lines, code to get well, I don't know if I do it like that. Should I start implementing? So my idea, binary search prefix sums. I don't know if there's a easier way. But I'm hesitant to start coding MFUSC just because it does seem like a lot for a medium. 52% accept. All right, I'll do it. How are we gonna do it? I need the prefix sum for every row. Prefix sum rows. I need one for the columns. I need one for the diagonals. Now the diagonal seems... I don't know how to get the maybe I don't need prefix sums. Maybe I can just brute force it. Let me think about that. So I guess with 50, Shiva M Twitch 69, thank you very much for the follow. So if it's just a 50 by 50, so maybe like a M N, let me try and calculate that. M times N is 1 pass. And then maybe I can just... Can you just brute force this? Yeah, improved noob. That's what I'm checking right now. I'm pretty sure you can because I don't want to do all this prefix sum junk. How do I brute force it though? Do I just try... Do I try a square of every single size? Let me think. All right, let me try and implement. Maybe just do the prefix sum for the columns and rows and brute force the diagonals. Yeah, that might be not so bad to implement. So I was saying first start from entire square, deepen and split. Every square. Man, this is... I'm stuck. Maybe I just don't want to implement anything. I guess I'm having trouble with the diagonal prefix sums mentally right now. So if this, like, we just need to subtract this from there or that from there. It's a lot. It's a lot for me. Jeez. All right, here we go. Here we go. I guess I'll just try from 2 to, I guess, the minimum of m and n. Should I try? I'm gonna call this k. And then I just check, like, so if this is size 2, then I should check from 0 to, like, rows minus k. I'm gonna make this maybe a lambda, actually. How are we gonna do this check? Does trying the largest square possible first reduce the time or no? Yeah, probably. Maybe I should go from back, and it's like the first thing we find is good. That's a good point. So we'll start from strike on, bro. What's happening? We're trying to do a little warm-up problem that seems to be not so warm-up-ish for me. It's like the main event. It's a tough problem for me. So we start from the largest k, we go down to the smallest k, and then how do we do this? We want to go from r equals 0 to r less than rows minus k. So in this case, it'll be k minus 1 if rows were the same. And then 0 to 1. Yeah, so it would execute only one time. That's what I'm looking for. B Diddy 368. Thank you very much for the follow. All right, so this is going to go from there to there. Man, 50 times 50 times 50. Am I doing this right? I should really make this prefix sums, man. Because otherwise, I don't think it's gonna pass without the prefix sums. Probably not. Yeah, I'm probably not doing it right. Don't defense. You coming in here with the type racer already, huh? Alright, let's do the type racer and then I'm gonna do prefix sums after. Early break, yeah. Anyways, who's here for type racer? Are y'all ready? Q's here. Anyone else? I'm here. Don't defense is here trying to get on the board. Low road sim racing is here. Man. Low road sim racing gonna hold on that fort, man. Alright, here we go. Let me post it to YouTube. The first race is just the warm-up, second race is the championship round. And then I go back to struggling. Alright, here we go. Just the warm-up, don't you worry. Alright, dang. 135. And then 100, 100. Very nice, very nice. And a bunch of guests. Look how many guests out there. Macedonia. Jeez. What's happening, Macedonia? All you guests need to sign up for Type Racer so we can see your usernames. Yeah, people need to log in, man. Alright, here we go. New race is about to begin. The championship race is about to begin, I should say. This is where champions are made. This one looks hard. Jeez, that was like terrible. Oh, don't defense. 111. You got your wish, man. Your wildest dreams have come true. And now you're on the leaderboard, man. Low road sim racing. Would you look at that, huh? Low road sim racing looks like he threw the race. Anyways, 95.6% accuracy. Talking about. Oh, oops. Icy Black Deep. You talking about? Oh, is that bad? All right. What was that speed? Don't defense. 111. Congrats on the Type Racer Championship. Although I have some suspicions about low road sim racing throwing that race, man. Oops, what did I do? Here we go. I guess anything can happen in heavyweight Type Racer Championships. April 1st. Don't defense. Coming in at 111. Look at that. Congrats, don't defense. Oh, tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. You're now paid to be on the board, huh? All right, let me put your name in 2 places. In the Type Racer Champs and in the Algo Junkies 2024. Oh, an ad is starting soon. We got ads up in here now, man. I just got the alert. An ad is running right now. Unfortunately. This is what I gotta do, man. Elite rooms anytime soon. Did not get the ad. Oh snap. No ad? Wait, it says ad in progress right now. Look at that. Ad in progress. Maybe they're lying to me. Anyways, who cares about ads, man? Some people get ads, some don't. I see. Well, my bad for all the people who get ads. Alright, let me try and solve the dang magic square thing. Didn't get the ad either, but I got some earlier. Dang. Sorry to hear that. Alright, prefix sums, man. I don't think I'm ready for this problem. Nuben, what's happened? Help you? What do you need help with? No need for prefix sums? Come on, man. After I've been flip-flopping back and forth, you're gonna tell me that now? Am I lagging? I don't know. I'm not lagging for me. My bitrate seems okay. Couldn't hear anything because of ads. Just once. Kale. Am I high-tech with keyboards? Depends. I don't think I'm high-tech. Wait, so Raxo, no need for prefix sums. How are we gonna do it without prefix sums? Seems to be happening. Is there just a bunch of lag going on today? Kale? What are you talking about, kale, man? Kale. I don't know what that means. What happens if you fix the upper left corner? If we fix the upper left corner, then I don't know what that means. Does that mean you'd only need to add the border for each square? Wait, only need to add the border for each square side increase. Raxo, man. I gotta draw that out. You're making too much sense right now, but my small brain cannot comprehend. But I think I see what you're saying. So you're saying if we start with this, then it's just 7. And then we grow it to this. Then you're saying we just add these things, and then it's like that becomes 8 for this row. This one becomes 7. I don't think I follow what you're saying, Raxo. Because are you saying, is this what you're saying, and then you just keep growing it all the way? But even, all right, so like when we grow it to 2, this row and this row, 8 and 7 are not equal. But even so, we should continue to grow it, because it doesn't mean that like if we grow it some more, it couldn't be equal in the future. So you're saying I just keep growing from every possible cell. Alejandro Flores 404, what's happening? How you doing? I see what you're saying, Raxo. Man, this problem is hard. But thank you for telling me that, because I didn't want to waste a bunch of brain juice on this crazy prefix sum. It was probably going to take me an hour to implement. Raxo is cracked? Yeah, man. Raxo is a... For those of you who don't know Raxo, I don't even know if I say her name right. Raxo Sabe is a 2-time ICPC World Finalist. And currently, and by the way, you can only go to the ICPC World Finals twice, I think. Is that true? I don't even know if that's true. But there's a limit on, like, you can't just keep trying to go to ICPC for your whole life. You have to be in college, you have to be a certain age, and you can only go twice. And Raxo has been twice. But now he spends his time coaching ICPC teams. So Raxo definitely knows what's up. He has tons of experience. And anything he says, I'm going to follow it. Actually, I have one more time, since the ones from 2020 don't count. But wait, maybe you're too old now, though. Isn't there an age limit, man? Which region? Man, we're talking about the World Finals, man. Raxo don't need no regions. He's a finalist. You can ask for an extension. Are you gonna do that? Show them what's up. The only person to 3-time the ICPC World Finals. Alright, let me erase that. Global Joseph 1028. What's happening from YouTube? Welcome to the party. The stream is just not loading. Oh no. Well, if you're having trouble if you're having trouble with Twitch, man, maybe you can check out my YouTube. The YouTube seems to be working all right. It's basically the same experience, man, except I don't look at YouTube chat. These rules are in place to discourage bright college undergrads to waste their lives doing competitive programming. Tomo Mame, do you think that's true? I don't know if that's true. Waste their lives doing competitive programming. Anyways, all right, let me try to do what Raxo told me to do now. So I'm just going to go through every cell. Man, now I'm like thinking my stream isn't working because everybody's having problems today. I'm starting to believe maybe I shouldn't have turned on the ads. They don't want competitive programming to be something like a sport, like chess and stuff, because they want cheap programming labor. If they get a living from just competing, they won't join companies. It's real. It's not a conspiracy. I spoke to ICPC organizers, and that was the main opinion. I've actually heard this before. Like why are the prizes for like Google Code Jam or something so low? I think Ericto talked about this. Like, you know, if the prizes were like $1 million, then Taurus would win it 1 year or 2 years or however many years, and then he'd just retire and he wouldn't do anything else. And then people won't work. They'll just try and get good at competitive programming. Don't basically know chess players make enough to live? Is that true? I don't know anything about chess. I think that's fake. Nah. That's hella fake. I turned on the quality and the stream is smooth now. Man, looks like Twitch is having some issues. But there's always YouTube, man. Even if you get to the ICPC World Finals, is not likely to make a living out of it. The only people that could do that can be counted with all the fingers in a body. Most chess players don't make a dime. Only the best of the best do make good money. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what chess players would be doing for their day jobs, man. I guess streaming on Twitch is what chess players do, all the good ones. Or some of the good ones. The thing about competitive programming contests is that it's kind of in the same situation as chess, where the only top couple people can possibly make a living out of contests. Even that probably not make a living. I think Taurus is a competitive programming coach in university. Is he? I think he's doing, I don't know what he's doing, so let me not spread rumors, but I always thought he was doing like some crazy research or something like that. Anyways, man, should I just skip this problem? I'm really not feeling it. But no, I don't think I should skip. I think I need to push through. Then some people end up going the content route, but not everyone can do that. Yeah, I see a lot of chess streamers out there. All right, so we want to visit each cell and like try to start the square from that cell. Right, so if we're in this one cell, then we fix this, we do that. So what does that mean? How do I even program that, man? I guess you gotta do this seems tough to program too. So you do like 1, 1, and then 1 plus R plus 1, C plus 1. And then for the square, the next square, so that's that one. This one we'd have to do, man, from row to row plus K, which is like all of these down here. Should I quit on this problem? I don't have the brain juice to do it, man. Do I know segment tree? No, not really. Algo master 1, what's happening? Definitely don't know segment tree. This problem is just a bunch of annoying prefix sums. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Brett. But Raxo is also showing me another way I could do it, which also seems equally annoying to me, honestly. Every way to solve this problem feels annoying. Maybe I'll do a rain check on this problem. I should definitely do it, but I'm not feeling like to do it right now. I don't think this is the warm-up problem I wanted. All right, I'll re-roll. I'll make an executive decision to skip that problem, man. It's not hard, just tedious. Yeah, tedious is correct. Not feeling it. All right, let me do K concatenation maximum sum then. The structure of segment tree is very easy to understand. It's just about the attributes to merge and stuff that requires brain. Yeah, I don't know how segment trees work. All right, new problem. K concatenation maximum sum. Given an integer array and an integer k, modify the array by repeating it k times. For example, if array is 1, 2 and k equals 3, then modify the array, it would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Return the maximum subarray sum in the modified array. Note that the length of the subarray can be 0 and its sum in that case is 0. As the answer can be very large, return the answer mod prime number. All right. So, man, am I just not in the mood to LeetCode today? Every problem seems like a chore right now. All right, so let me look at example 2. So they say k equals 5, so that means we repeat this 5 times, and this is our array. And the answer is 2. Do web development? Man, sometimes I actually want to do some web development, but it's been so long since I've done any of that stuff. Maybe it's been like 3 years since I touched like front end stuff like that. And who knows how much the landscape has changed since I last went there. All right, so here we're looking for the thing. They say it's 2. And I can see the 2 right there. All right, so it goes 1, -1, 0, 1. Web dev is chill until it's not. Object, 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 object. I know what you mean, low road sim racing. I mean, I can see this too. I guess oh man, this one is tough. Robodom, thank you very much for that. Hydrates. Cheers. Alright, let me try and like talk what I'm thinking. Negative numbers makes this problem interesting, I suppose. Man, look at that acceptance rate. Just came by to collect my winnings. Yeah, you're rich now, man. So if all right, if the sum of the whole subarray is positive, then it's just k times subarray sum, right? Otherwise, if it's man, how do I say? It could be like the end of the arrays and the beginning. So it's like the largest positive sum from the end, starting from the end, plus the largest positive sum starting from the beginning. It could be that. Or it could also be like the largest sum in between, like if we had an array with negative million and then like 200, 200, 200, and then negative billion or something, then it would just be the largest sum in the array in between. I guess we can find that with like Cadane's algorithm. So it's either this Cadane's or largest prefix plus I think these are our 3 options, or 0. Our 4 options there, I think. So let me try to do that. All right, so let me get all of these things in one. 10 to the 5th. K is also 10 to the 5th. And each number is 10,000. So I think maybe a long is okay. All right, I'll do these 2 first. So let's iterate over all the numbers. And let's just add these things up, right? How does cadenes work, man? I guess cadenes would be like the best. Well, I guess cadenes would be just the best sum. Alright, this is getting weird. Because I'm trying to do too many things in one. Alright, so we'll just take the regular old sum. Even if it goes negative, we'll still keep adding. And then we'll do the running sum also. Want to take a dabby? What's happening? How you doing? So then, like, if this sum is less than 0, and then cadenes should I set these things to like int min? I'll just call that cadenes, right? No, 0 should be alright too. And then what else do I need? I need the largest prefix. Or I'm gonna call it best prefix. Maybe that should be int min. No. I think they should be 0. Yeah. And then now maybe we want like best prefix. And then we got to do the suffix. So I'll iterate from the back going forward. And then no, this is suffix sum. So we add that, and then the best suffix. I'm gonna have so many bugs in this probably. And then now, what are the things? So it's either k times a subarray sum, k times sum in that case, this one, or it's gonna be this or cadenes, or it's gonna be best prefix plus best suffix, maybe. Oh man, there's probably like one more case too. I'm thinking this is not going to be good enough, but we'll find out where it breaks and then we'll fix it. But I think I just thought of a test case like maybe something like this, and then like k equals 2, right? So then the best sum would probably just be all of this plus all of this right before that last one. So I don't think any of my options here will cover that. Let me make these numbers nicer. So that's like 800, 800, and it'll be right there. How do I determine that, man? This is a case I think you do have. Wait, how is that possible though? Best prefix plus best suffix. Would it? Best prefix. But it's like, I don't think so, Brett, but all right. What if it was k equals 3 then, right? Let me just make it more simple by removing unnecessary things like these. Yeah, so it's like the best thing is going to be right up until there. So maybe what I need for this one would just be k times a subarray sum and maybe like the minimum suffix. Or no, not the minimum suffix. Yeah, the minimum suffix. Maybe I need that one too. Because then it would just be the whole thing except just for that last part that's really terrible at the end. All right, let me add that in. So long worst suffix. And then we can be like, worst suffix is min. All right, so now we have that k times the sum. Minus the worst suffix. Because in this case it's negative. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, let's see. Are we gonna overflow? Hopefully not. Oh man, we gotta mod it. I forgot about that mod stuff. Wait, do we have to? Yeah, we have to mod it. So you're saying I can just mod everything, right? Like that. What else do I need to mod? This thing right here? I don't think so. Maybe. Can I just do that? Or will that overflow? All right, let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, let's see if it works. Jeez. How am I gonna get 6, man? Where the how the hell do I get 6? Best prefix plus best suffix. Oh, this is only if k is greater than 2 or greater than 1. Then we do this one. I thought I had all the cases covered, but there are so many that I've missed. Alright, what's up with this one? This one is... Man... 20. How do you get 20 out of this? I guess... I gotta investigate a little bit more. So I suppose it would come from this, but I'm not sure. This is like 7. Wait. There's that 4. Yeah, how do you get 20, man? Oh, snap. I wonder if it's like... Maybe we need the minimum suffix 2. And then it would be like subarray sum times k minus the front minus the back. Mad Logic Gamer, thank you very much for the follow. This problem is tough, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so this is a -7 in the front, but the whole array is... What's this? 12? Man, I can't do mental math. Alright, so this is 5, and then 3, -2, +2, +2. Yeah, I think that is it. Alright, so let me do that. Worst prefix. %, acceptance rate. Yeah, problem. Here it is. AKSR41. What's happening? And Mad Flash, I just seen to you. What's happening, man? Yeah, this problem is crazy annoying. So... I guess we should probably put this here too, like only if k is greater than, it's like minus so this is the thing, we subtract the worst suffix. But we also want to subtract the worst prefix. So maybe I can like... do that. Alvaro 2K7, welcome to the stream. Do you do Saturday's contest? Oh yeah, my legendary performance. I wouldn't say legendary, but it was pretty good. Numbers and Neil Wu at the same time. Nah, Numbers showed up though. I did do the contest and I was able to get Q4, man, which is not normal for me. Hold on, did I mess up a parentheses? Dang, I have that thing typed the same thing. That should be worse prefix. Alright, okay. I think that's all the cases now. I think for sure that has to be it. Jesus Christ. There is more, man. But we're close. We're close to the end. Alright, let's see if we can figure out this one. Jesus Christ. What a crazy problem. Who thought about this problem? So... $85. Oh, okay. I see. So it could also be just this. I'm just gonna send it. I feel like this problem was on binary search. Jesus Christ, that was so close. But now, one more test case, man. How the hell? Where did I mess up? No modulo? Wait, no mod. 1, 2, 3. Maybe. Wait, let me just test that one test case, man. We need that long man video. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you guys should watch it. It's like a whole series. It's not just anyways. That's who I need to be like, man. Long man. Anyways, I've actually, those gummies are not too bad. This is like a whole commercial series and it's pretty good. Y'all should watch it. Cringe? Nah. Japanese commercials are funny, man. There's some good ones. I can't remember the name of them though. You should use a mod int library. What does that mean? Like copy and paste something every time I have to mod something? I think I've had those gummies. Yeah, they're not, I mean, they taste just like gummy bear things. Let me see this. What you saying, Brett? What is this? So you get the sum, pref, prefix. So if it's only one, it's cadenes. If the whole thing is negative, it's cadenes times 2. What the hell? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if I see this part right here. And then I don't even know what this is saying. Otherwise, so if the sum is positive and k is greater than 1, then it's the prefix plus something. Who knows what that says? It's basically either the best of a single array, the best of two arrays, or the best of a suffix plus prefix, and take everything in the middle. Cadenes or concat. Best prefix plus best suffix. Oh, man, when you write it like this, it's confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm thinking best prefix, best suffix, and all the things in the middle. But I see what you're saying. I think it would be more clear for me if it was like best suffix, everything in the middle, best prefix. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about, Brett. It's so clear to me now. Yeah, because it's not in order. So it was like a little bit confusing at first. But now I see. My brain ain't braining sometimes. Cadane strikes back. Wait, that's like, what are you drawing, BetSimp? Are you drawing like a not safe for work ASCII art? Looks kind of like a butt cheek. Anyways, man. Alright, we're done with the warm-up problems. This was a tough warm-up problem. Should we keep on pushing to like 2K? Although my rating what's that website? Right here. I should be doing problems around my rating, and if I was to look at this website as an accurate prediction, I am basically 2100, man. Did you know that you can have update the array and then query, and query returns the maximum sum between L and R, all operations in log? Are we talking about what Brett taught us a couple weeks ago? I forget what that is. A dang Fenwick tree. I know how to implement this, man. Kind of. If I could. Wait, what? Anyways, you're pronouncing Cadane perfectly. I know Brett isn't saying things to be sarcastic, and I think I've actually looked up how to say this guy's name. BetSimp was giving you a test case for valid parentheses. Devon Zara, what's happening? What rating is Guardian? I think Guardian is around 2180 or so. Not Fenwick. You can do it with segment plus DP. I double checked Cadence a moment ago. Yeah. He was introduced using my pronunciation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had to look up how to pronounce it, which is why I say Cadane. All right. So my new rating says it's 2100. Does that mean I should be practicing problems around 2K to 2150? What if I want to make Guardian? It should be 2180. All right, 2096. Guardian next week? Nah, I don't think that's possible. Maybe if it was like a double contest, there might be a small chance. Orderly queue. I'm gonna do swim in rising water because I don't know what that Q thing is. Oh yeah, here we go. Hard problem. Let me drink some of this water first. Oh man, what are y'all talking about? DNC? What is DNC, man? DNC and DPs are very related. Oh, divide and conquer. Dang. I don't even know how to do a divide and conquer, but let me read this problem. Swimming or swim in rising water. You're given an n by n integer matrix grid where each value, grid ij, represents the elevation at that point, ij. The rain starts to fall. At time t, the depth of the water everywhere is t. You can swim from a square to another 4 directionally adjacent square if and only if the elevation of both squares individually are at most t. You can swim infinite distances in 0 time. Of course, you must stay within the boundaries of the grid during your swim. Return the least time you can reach the bottom right square if you start at the top left square. You can swim. Hector HSC. Mysterious Hector. Thank you very much for those bits. Gotta add some diamonds next to your name. Hector gets +1 diamonds. Thank you very much. Look at these diamonds grow. Bam. Crazy. Lab grown diamonds. Alright, back. I think this problem I might be able to solve. Let me just try to understand the problem though. So it says if and only if the elevation of both squares are at okay, so if the water has covered the thing, we can swim there. That's what they're trying to tell me. So the answer is 3. At time 0, you are in grid location 0, 0. You can go anywhere else. You cannot go anywhere else. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know if I can solve this problem. Let me try and think. I mean, I guess it would be some type of DP where I just start from the top left, end in the bottom right. But how long does it take to swim? Does like swimming from one cell take 1 time? Let me see. So at time 0 we're there. You have to wait. You cannot reach point 1, 1. Oh, we can't. Okay. So the time has to be at least. So they're basically asking what is the maximum number, the lowest number that you can reach the end with the lowest, yeah, the lowest number where the maximum, I don't know how to phrase it. I think this is a binary search problem. And then maybe just like a DFS plus binary search, where we binary search on the biggest number in our path, and then we just do a DFS or BFS to see if we can reach from the top left to the bottom right. Yeah, I think that's all it is. It's not hard. 60% accept. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. All right, let me try my idea. Binary searching. Let me set that up. And yeah, how are we gonna do that? So should I do everything with lambdas? Yeah, I think so. Because BetSimp is here. How do you binary search, man? Should I choose like a crazy number? Or should I choose like n squared? 50 times 50. I'm gonna say it's, is it 2500? So this is just my regular binary search template. And then I'm gonna check like if it's valid. And then if that is valid, then we need to try a smaller number, so then the right side comes down. But if it's not valid, we need to try a bigger number, so that means the left side moves up. And then that is the answer, best. So now we just need to make this isValid function. I'll do that with a lambda. How do I do that? Is valid. I'll call it max cell. So should I just make this a DFS is valid? And what does it return? A Boolean. Does that look right? I think so. So I guess we gotta edit this. And then we start from 0, 0. All right, let me try and implement this junk, man. So what do we do first? Maybe we check if we're out of bounds. We return false. So if we're out of bounds, do that. I guess if the max, if the current, wait, are we already? Yeah, I think I don't need to worry about that. So if the current cell, what's the thing called? Grid. If grid RC is greater than the max cell, that means we should also return false. Oh man, I need a dang scene. Let me make a, how do I do that? Do I have to pass it in? Do I have to create that like right here? Let me do that. Vector, vector, bool, scene of size rows, of size calls, and then send that down. So we do all of these things, and then I guess we can be like, if we've seen it, what do we return? Man. Is that... Hold on. Maybe I don't know how to do this DFS stuff. So if we've seen it, I don't know, man. I know I should be able to do this, but I'm thinking maybe my scene should just serve as like a cache instead. Right? And then I can just, but then it needs 3 values. It can't be represented with only 2. Am I confusing myself here? Alright, I have an idea. I'm gonna say if we've seen it, just return false. And then I'll go over my 4 directions. Visas TV, what's happened? We are doing DFS, man. Here's a problem. Let me make my directions. So how do my directions look? It's -1, 0. It's 0, -1. It's 0, 1. And it is 1, 0. Is scene a copy of the board? Scene is a copy, not a copy of the board, but the dimensions of the board are the same, except it's a Boolean that says true or false. Alright, so now for all my directions. How do I do this, man? So even if these are out of bounds, it shouldn't really matter. And then we're saying is valid on new R, new C, and scene. Is that too hard to read? All right, man. No, wait. We can just return is good there. I think, man, am I tripping? Am I overthinking things? I think this should probably work. I don't know about the scene part, but I'm pretty sure it looks okay. Yeah. All right, let's see if it compiles. No, it doesn't compile. All right, let's see if it compiles now. What the hell is happening, man? Can I do this on is good? Oh, you know what? You know what I don't do? I don't check if the dang thing, if row equal rows minus 1 calls in Rosis. Thank you very much for the raid. How was your pramp, man? How you doing? Zombie Killer Whale, J Bjorn, welcome to the party. Wait, how are they telling me 1? So it goes there. Oh, I see why. I gotta do this there. System design was good. Algo was kind of a waste of time. Dang. What do you mean waste of time? Do you mean like the problem just sucked or your interviewer kind of sucked? Oh, look at that. I just did a dang, what did I do? A 2100 rated problem, man. Easy work. Too easy, that one. But it wasn't a real hard. And it's on... I thought I could do this years ago because I haven't added anything to this list in a long time. That was like a fake hard, maybe. I had to give a BFS problem and the guy didn't know BFS. So not much to do. And then he gave me a bad problem. Spiral matrix. Dang, that's one of the most annoying problems for me. Spiral matrix. But I think I can do spiral matrix somewhat okay. I don't know about right now though. It's just a boring question, yeah. I don't know if it's boring, but I don't like to do that problem for sure. But man, this guy didn't know BFS and he's out there on Pramp. What is he doing, man? There's like a 4 spiral matrix variations. Spiral matrix is messed up in an interview. I think it takes too long to code for most people. Yeah, you gotta practice that one, man. My code looks like garbage anytime I have to implement spiral matrix. Alright. Are we ready for another problem? Should we just roll it again? 2154. I want to be a guardian. I gotta train like a guardian, man. And guardians can do all these problems. Maybe do the 1500 tree problem I just did. Wait, which one is that? Send it, Enrosis. Send it. And if you, man, if y'all don't know who Enrosis is one of the fastest typers out here on the racetrack. And also, Enrosis been grinding real hard, streaming LeetCode, streaming Pramp, streaming system design. And today, for the first time in my whole life, maybe it's the first time, I've seen Enrosis turn on his camera on stream. So go follow Enrosis, go check out his stream, and support him. Triage, thank you very much for the follow. Wait, try this one. Hold on. Problem request. Man, you giving me a hard problem. Alright, let me hit Enrosis's problem first, or at least read it, and then I'll try this longest path one. Let me check this rating on it though, because I don't trust y'all, man. Oh, 21, 26, right up my alley. Right up my alley. Alright, path in zigzag labeled binary tree. In an infinite binary tree where every node has 2 children, the nodes are labeled in row order. What? Row order? What does that even mean? In the odd numbered rows, that is the first, third, fifth, etc., the labeling is left to right, while in the even numbered rows, the labeling is right to left. Given the label of a node in this tree, return the labels in the path from the root of the tree to the node with that label. What? What are they talking about, man? Purple Blitz, thank you very much for the follow. On Twitch, as a meme, all the programming developers should get together to do daily stand-ups. Man, I don't even know what I'd say in my stand-up. Solve some more LeetCode problems today or something. So you're saying... So clearly we always start from the 1. I don't think I could do this, man. I'm a pass. I didn't have any ideas. So 1 3 1 3 4 14. I see. So how do you know? So it's not a binary search tree. What do I think? You can do this, but it's definitely not 1500. Yeah, it's not 1500 by any means. That's a perfectly acceptable stand-up update. Thank you. Are interviewers really good at LeetCode or just good at the LeetCode question they're given? Die Dodger, welcome to the party. I think interviewers are good at the question they're given. You need to know level of the tree, it seems. So BFS? Maybe. But man, 75%. I'm not even gonna think about this problem. Maybe I'm not interested in that one. Too many annoying problems today, man. I started off with like some prefix sum junk and I had to give up on that problem earlier. I just did one of the most lowest acceptance rate problems of all time. So I'm not about to do that one he just gave me in Rosis. I'll leave it up to you to struggle. Is a job in IT still worth getting into? I'm looking to change careers and possibly do something in the tech field, cybersecurity, etc. Rojas Capes, welcome to the stream. Is a job in IT worth getting into? I don't see why not, man. Are you afraid that AI is going to take all the IT jobs, because I think if you're afraid of that happening, then you should probably be afraid of AI taking every single job out there, man. Because I'm telling you, if this AI can do all the programming work out there, man, that AI can do all the other work in the world too, man. So I'd say yeah. And since it seems like we're on the cusp of a new revolution in tech, I'd say the number of IT jobs is only going to go up in the future, at least in the near future, is what I feel. But who knows, man? Nobody here is a prophet. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. But I think the field isn't going to just go away, you know. I feel like everyone worried about AI are people who aren't in the field. AI will get web dev first. Nah, I don't know. Front end web dev sounds saturated as hell, whether AI takes it over or not. Yeah, Icy Black Deep, that's something I can agree with. Front end web dev has, I wouldn't say a low barrier to entry, but I think all the boot camps and all the self-taught devs, like me, I'm a self-taught dev, but all the boot campers and stuff, they went for web dev basically. So you have an influx into web dev, and saturated is the right word. There'll never be an AI that can stop your coworkers from clicking random malicious links. IT should be safe. First they came for the JavaScript devs, and I didn't say anything. The real Sammy D, welcome to the party. AI will never be able to tell someone to plug their computer in with max level enjoyment. What? Plug their computer in? Please don't migrate. The world does not need more devs. Nah, don't listen to this. Franco, you can't be telling people that, man. I'd say come on over. Come on over to the party. What maximum level enjoyment is? Oh, thank you, Mad Flash. So, all right. Rojas Capes, I have to ask you, is IT worth getting into? I think it depends on where you're coming from. If you're coming from like being a surgeon or something, maybe you should just stay being a surgeon, man. If you're coming from like, I don't know, not having a job, maybe you should consider a career change into getting a job. If you're like, yeah, I think it depends on what your job, like what you're transitioning from. Trying to get into cybersecurity right now. SM123, aren't you in school right now? Getting into 3D printing as a hobby. Shit is so fun. What are you printing out there, Phesus? Maybe a SWE in late future. Interesting. All right, let me read this problem, and then maybe we can chat a little bit more. So, here we go. You're given a tree, i.e. a connected, undirected graph that has no cycles, rooted at node 0, consisting of n nodes numbered from 0 to n-1. The tree is represented by a 0-indexed array parent of size n, where parent I is the parent of node I. Since node 0 is the root, parent 0 is -1. You're also given a string s of length n, where si is the character assigned to node I. Return the length of the longest path in the tree such that no pair of adjacent nodes on the path have the same character assigned to them. Maybe I can do this. Doesn't sound impossible, at least. Wait, man. Have ads been running? I forgot to be checking, man. Has there been ads bumping up and stuff? Anyways. Aiming to pivot from web dev to graphics at the moment. Looks more enjoyable from my point of view. Graphics? What do you mean graphics? I don't know anything about graphics development. You mean like game dev? It's probably overkill for me as a hobby, but I didn't want to go too cheap. Have to deal with fixing the printer all the time. Wait, did you say what you're printing? Like, what are you mainly 3D printing? Maybe I don't want to be a SWE, but I do want to code for fun though and do LeetCode. SM, have you been LeetCoding, man? You've been taking these contests? What's up? So got like 2 years to decide. Won't be graduating anytime soon. 2 years goes by fast, I'll tell you that much. Have not, man. You gotta start taking the contests. Graphics programming, so interfacing with graphics APIs and creating shaders. Yeah, that's a world I have no idea about, man. All right, let's think about this. So we have this parents list thing. What can I do with that? So this is always the root. Should I just make like an adjacency list from this stuff? All right, let me try that. Let me try to create this adjacency list. And they say the nodes are labeled from 1 to n. So n minus 1. So I'll create adjacency list of size n. I'll iterate through the parents, and then I'll be like, I guess this would be like the source node. No. This is like the destination, right? And then source would be that. So in my adjacency list, it goes from the source to the destination. But then there's a negative one, so we don't do anything there. And then now maybe I can just DFS or something. Is LeetCode still worth it in 2024? Man, I don't know if this is a serious question. AKSR41. How do you like your name to be pronounced? Should we call you AKSR or Axer? Axer? I don't know. Yeah, go do some farming, man. Man, is farming safe though? What happens when they create the robots to farm for us? It's serious? Yeah, all right. Is LeetCode worth it in 2024? I think there are still companies asking LeetCode questions. I think more companies now are asking LeetCode questions than ever before. And I also think that the bar for how well you perform is also increasing in 2024 versus like in 2021. So I'd say it's worth it now for sure, but maybe it's not like as easy to ramp up in LeetCode as it used to be, since they're asking like harder questions and they expect you to be more like proficient in LeetCode. So I mean, I think you're basically like almost a LeetCode guardian, man. So you might as well keep training and then just get the job eventually. LeetCode is always worth it. Yeah, I think so now that it's fun. But it took like 2,000 hours to get to where I'm at. If no companies were asking LeetCode questions, I think I would rather spend my 2,000 hours doing something else. But now that I've already invested 2,000 hours, I think it's enjoyable, you know? It's enjoyable to like solve these problems. It's like, you know, it's like learning a really complicated game that has like a crazy learning curve. But once you learn the game, it becomes the ultimate game. Farming is probably the most automated profession ever. Is it? I guess. The plants grow themselves. The sun comes out and rises by itself. The rain falls by itself. Anyways. Doesn't have to be LeetCode, literally any practice sites. How many more hours until Advent of Code is fun? Icy Black Deep. Advent of Code is fun for the first 2 weeks, man, and then it gets like too much reading. And then the holidays, you get busy, like you gotta go see your families, you gotta go hang out, you gotta go play video games, you gotta do all these holiday festivities. That who has time to do Advent of Code during those times, you know? It's like getting your what pinched at first. What are you talking about, man? They got robots for everything these days. Yeah. Can AI steal farming jobs too? Man, I think AI has already stolen farming jobs. Whoever said farming is automated, they should talk to the farmer, man. Some farming is automated for sure. Anyways, let me try and do this problem. Nulliger, thank you very much for the follow. AI is stealing server jobs. What do you mean? Like restaurant jobs or server jobs, like back-end server? All right, I'm gonna do this with the lambda thing. How do I do this? Let me think. Restaurant jobs? I don't know. I don't know if AI will steal all the restaurant jobs, man. I used to work in a restaurant for a long time. And I think there's a certain type of person that goes to restaurants because they like to interact with human servers, you know? I don't think everyone wants to have a robot serving them forever and ever. So I think there will always be a market for like human interaction with a server. All right. Nulligor, impeccable thock. Thank you very much. Here, I'll give you a sample. All right, that's all you get, man. That's it. No more. No more. Chill. Chill. We don't do that here, man. Making me want to build another keyboard. Man, this, I have to say, this Bubble 75 has exceeded all my expectations. And a coworker of mine had it, and I just had to get the same one because I heard him typing on it all the time, and it's like, man, that is a really nice sound. Would you tip robots too? Nah. I would probably tip the creator of the robot, maybe. Nah. I wouldn't tip any dang robots. You're crazy. Tip them over. Give them 10%. Maybe I'll give them $1. I would have expected a numpad. Come on now. We don't use those things. Why taxes make me cry? Dang. Ep5. What's happening? I gotta do my taxes also. You guys ever eaten at a sushi restaurant with conveyor belts and robots before? It's kind of nice. Actually, I have. I've had the dang robots serve me. And I suppose I did tip them. I did tip the dang robots. Anyways, numpads are for Excel engineers. Yeah, for sure. So we start there. And then, man, I forget what I was doing. I was just trying to... A, B, C. Yeah, I'm just trying to return the longest thing. So it's going to be like DFS 0. That's what we're going to do. How do you do that? Do we need a scene? I don't think we need to mark anything as scene. We need to be like... we need to visit all the children. So for all the children in the adjacency list, we're gonna go down, but we also have to, so S, so all right. If S child equals to SX, then we can't go down that path. And then maybe this would just be DFS Pixel Pusher. Thank you very much for that hydrate. Cheers. Doing it for the children. Is that a Wu-Tang reference, man? Or what? All right, I think that's what we do, man. And we're done. I always forget the dang semicolons for my lambdas. You should try the Kuro resolving sushi bar in Sacramento. Sacramento, man. Sacramento. Talking about 3. Oh man, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Wait. How is that happening? So A, B, C. The only way we can get a length 3 is if it goes like A. No, not like that. If it goes like B, A, C, Can we do that? Is that a legal move? Oh, it's undirected. It's undirected, man. I gotta think about that. Does that mean that I gotta just get the top 2 lengths? And then return the top 2 plus 1. Should I try that? How do I get the top 2 lengths, man? Should I just use a priority queue? Let me think. Can you work at any of the Google offices, assuming you go to Chicago? Can you go to the office there and work for like a few days? For sure. Yeah, I can go to any Google office and just work there for however long. Something reasonable. But yeah, my badge gets me into all those places. I can eat there, I can use all the facilities. I can chill. Sometimes they have like open common areas to work at. Sometimes you can like book a desk with monitors and whatnot. Alright, so if length seclen gotta find out which ones have the hint water. Oh man, I think they're trying to get rid of those. Man, still wrong. Still wrong. Man, how is that? How am I getting 1 when it should be 2? Oh, snap. I see. I said. So we shouldn't continue here. All right, I gotta think a little bit. I'm seeing all types of things happening. So it doesn't have to be from the root. Maybe all my ideas are wrong. Maybe I should like stop trying to put band-aids on my solution and think of a different thing altogether. Should I delete it? I don't know yet. First try? Nah, definitely not first try. Why every Googler is not traveling around the world? Man, I think they do travel around the world all the time. Does Google help you with getting girls? I don't know. I don't need to try that, man. I already got a girlfriend. But from what I've heard, probably does. Depends on like if you're coming from nothing. I see people talk about this on blinds, man. Like Team Blind. People say, yeah, they've had success. A Roberts, thank you very much for saying, hey, what's happening? And Goliath 1007 or Goliath 1007, thank you very much for the follow. DJ 3514, thank you very much for the follow. Just put on that beanie and strut around. What beanie are you talking about? Do you need advanced mathematical knowledge to reach Guardian rank on LeetCode? I wouldn't know. I'm not a Guardian, but I don't have advanced math knowledge. I think you just need to learn some normal math knowledge, maybe. I don't think you have to know anything advanced. Googler Riz hits different. I don't know, man. Maybe it used to. But there's like almost 200,000 Googlers out there. It's not like that exclusive these days. Alright, so I'm thinking about this problem as a tree, like a binary tree. But I should be probably thinking about this as a graph. And alright, I think I can solve this, man. So alright, here's what we need to do. We need to pass down a new thing here. Path, maybe? That's the length of the path. And then if these are equal, I have to really think here. So if they're equal, I still want to DFS, but the results might be a bit different. Maybe that's all I gotta do, man. I just don't consider that results. All right, let me see if that works. I should have saved that test case that failed. Nah, it still fails. How is it failing, man? Let me draw this out real quick. So we have node A, and then it goes to this, which is also A, and then it goes to this, which is B. So I should be getting this part here. Oh, I know what's up. I know what's up, man. Wortiest, thank you very much for the follow. All right, let me see if it passes this test case. $1,500 problems give me imposter syndrome. Why are you putting so much time into LeetCode? Do you genuinely enjoy solving LeetCode problems, or are you doing it for career purposes? I think I started doing it for career purposes. I'm still doing it for career purposes, but I've also started to enjoy solving them. And hold on. I think this problem is giving me some difficulties here. Man, what kind of graph is this? I can't debug this. What career? Just retire at Google? Nah, I definitely don't want to retire at Google. I'm trying to leave this company in the next few years. I don't want to be here forever, you know. I think it's a nice place to start off, but I have... All right, let me back up. when I first joined, I thought, yeah, for sure, I just want to be a lifer. I want to work here. I want to retire here. That's it. I just want to chill for the rest of my life. But after I was there for like maybe a year, I was like, nah, I think there's more to life than just working for a big corporation my whole life. And now I have like other plans, I guess. Code Forces after hitting Guardian? I might have to, man. I might have to. Always got to keep your brain sharp. Practicing keeps you good. Hopefully. In a couple weeks? No, I don't think I'm a couple weeks away. You got the itch. Is that what they call it? All good when starting, but then no promo. Let's GTFO. Well, we'll see. I'm actually going up for a promo like right now. So I don't know if I'll get promoted or not. But even if I get promoted, I don't think it changes how I feel about my plans. Where do you want to go next? I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to work for another company next, man. I want to like... Well, maybe I'll work for one more company. But I want to do my own thing eventually. Yeah, doing my own thing. That would be ideal. There's life after work? Yeah, man. How do you learn to code in C++? Shark, what's happening? I just started doing LeetCode problems in C++. And then I got a job in C++. And then now I kind of know a little bit about C++. Thought you said they were stalling. Well, nah, not really. I made some mistakes in the beginning, but I think I'm out of that hole now. Thank you, Nulligore. I hear number theory and combinatorics is important for LeetCode. Do you have knowledge in these topics? I have zero knowledge in these things, man. But I do know that combinatorics does come up, and sometimes you can solve it using combinatorics, but other times you can just solve it using programming. And I don't know anything about number theory. What's the typical TC hike after promo? Man, peanuts. That's what it really is. Create the next binary search? Nah, I don't think that's in my books. Beat pirate software and viewership? Man, that seems like a impossible task. Maybe I should watch pirate software to see why everyone watches him. Any resources you'd recommend for someone who wants to reach your level of LeetCode ability? Resources, I don't think there's a resource that you're just going to consume and then get good at LeetCode. I think resources can help you in some ways, but it really comes down to how dedicated you're to your studies. Like, how much do you practice? How much are you going to put into it? And I think that is the number one factor for getting good at LeetCode. You gotta keep doing hard problems. You gotta keep like pushing yourself on problems that just make you uncomfortable. And you just have to do that consistently for many, many, many months, and then you will get good. Thor skyrocketed way too fast. I don't know what he was like before those numbers, but I keep seeing like 5 digits on his views. I don't know like when he started to stream or all that stuff. Maybe he's a YouTuber before. I don't really know much about him. Thor is the GOAT. Isn't L4 TC almost twice L3? That's not true at all. I think it's like $20,000 more in salary and maybe like 50 to 100K more in stocks. But then the stock doesn't, like when you get promoted, it takes you like 3 or 4 years for the stock refreshers to catch up to like if you had just gotten a new offer, you know. How many hours have you put into it per week at your peak? when I was studying for my interviews, I was doing about 6 hours a day, every day, and maybe, so that's 6 times 7. What's that? Like 42 or something? Plus maybe like 5 hours extra, like with contests and stuff like that. So maybe almost like 50 hours a week was the peak of my studying LeetCode. But if he started popping off with YouTube shorts, 20K is really peanuts, yeah. How about now that I have a job? Now that I have a job, I try to do about 14, 13 hours a week or so. No, more like, so I do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays for 3 hours each of those days. And then I take the contest. So it's like 10 hours a week now that I have a job. If that. If you gamble that 20K, you can turn it into 200K. Yeah, that is true. Drinking monkey, what's happening? Alright, I don't know if... I'm pretty sure I have the skills to solve this problem, but I don't have the intuition to solve it right now. Type racer. Alright, let's do a type racer and then I'll get back to this problem. I think we got 30 more minutes to solve it. Could I reach your level if I put 10 hours per week consistently, or must I put 35 hours a week? I have around 2,000 hours of studies overall in my LeetCode journey. Could he get there in less? I'm sure you could. I am certain that somebody could get way beyond my abilities in way less time. I think of my 2,000 hours, a lot of them were spent like just redoing problems I already knew how to do. Like my study wasn't the most efficient, is what I'm trying to say. So I guess if you had a very super efficient plan and you push yourself to the maximum every single study session, which I did not every hour in these 2,000 hours was I operating at 100% brain juice capacity. Some days I was operating at like 15%, 10%, 20%, you know. So yeah, I think you could, if you did 10 hours a week for the next 2 years, I think, yeah, there's a shot, man. If you did it for the next 10 hours a week for a year, there's a shot if you're like super genius, maybe, or something. Not saying that I'm a super genius or anything. It took me 2,000 hours to get to where I'm at. But I'm no dummy either. You just gotta start practicing and see how fast you can learn, yeah. What keeps you motivated? You've already got the bag. Man, the bag, I made it one time, but I just want to make sure that I can continue to pass big tech interviews on demand. Like I don't want to fall behind the curve. I think the LeetCode skill is also getting higher. Oh man, we gotta get this guy out of here, Q. Anyways, what keeps me motivated is, I guess I get like a little dopamine fix anytime my rating goes up on the contest. So I participate in the weekly contest. I love to chase ratings. I love to like get better. The stream keeps me going on, and then I think it's become like a video game for me. This is like my World of Warcraft, and I do raids on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. That's how I see this, and then I don't play this game any other time, really. Um, he's been doing LeetCode for only 1 year. Dang, look at this guy. 2850. Way beyond Guardian. But I'm also skeptical of people who post online saying how long they studied for and then they brag about like having crazy contest ratings. Because sometimes, or a lot of times, these people aren't telling you the full truth. Like maybe this guy has a PhD in math, you know, or something. Who knows? And I think if you have a PhD in math and you just start LeetCoding, you're not actually starting from zero, you know. Dolarian55 is back. Thank you very much for the follow. Sarprin, thank you very much for the follow. LeetCode said that he likes solving LeetCode problems more than working at Google. Do you feel the same? I don't feel the same right now. I really enjoy my job. I enjoy all my coworkers. I enjoy like learning things at work also. I feel like I've been learning so much since I started. I started about 2.5 years ago. And I feel I'm gaining a lot of skills at work that I wouldn't have been able to get many other places. Like I've never worked at scale this big, you know, like when we talk about QPS before Google, I used to think like 100 QPS was a big deal, man, or like 1,000 QPS. And then at work, I'm dealing with billions of QPS. I never even knew things like this were possible, and we got like several billions worth of QPS, and it's like, how do you work with systems like that? Or where can you even work with systems like that? There aren't many places where you can work on something that gets billions of QPS, you know. So I feel I'm gaining a lot of experience and knowledge at work here, and I don't think it's time for me to leave yet, because I'm just finding my groove. I'm just starting to get like familiar with the internal tooling and how things work and all of that stuff, and like all the methods they use to do all types of different things, man. So it's really, and then I'm like getting more scope now and like bigger and bigger projects. So it's like I enjoy the challenges. I enjoy like brainstorming with my coworkers and hanging out with my coworkers and everything. He did Bet Sim's method of learning. Wait, he'd solve every problem. Simon enjoys getting paid. Icy Black Deep knows me really well. RSUs are starting to vest, man. My RSU's been started to vest a long time now. Trapper52, welcome to the party. How do you structure your practice sessions so that you're improving effectively? I usually do, in the beginning at least, I started like tackling topics that I didn't know how to do. So any of those lists, whether it's LeetCode, Blind 75, Grind 75, Sean Prashad 150, whichever of any of those lists, I think when they separated them into the different topics, I tackled each topic individually at first until I got comfortable solving most basic implementations of that topic. And then once I learned all the topics, all the common topics, I started doing random problems. And then now I train based on problem ratings on Zerotrac. So Zerotrac is a website that ranks all the LeetCode problems with a real difficulty. So like the higher the rating, the harder the problem. And my rating is around 2100 or 2K-ish right now. After the rating updates, it will be around 2100. So my rating is 2K-ish, and then I try and target problems for maximum learning around slightly above my rating. So that means like anywhere from 2K to 2200 are the problems that I'll probably get the most from. But I also practice on like slightly below my rating just for warming up or like for better coverage. So that's how I structure my practice. And I like to practice online on Twitch streaming. I don't do any practice alone by myself. Like, I haven't studied LeetCode in solitude since 2020 or something like that, in 4 years. Ever since I started streaming LeetCode, it has been the only way for me to study LeetCode, because one, people call me out on my bullshit whenever I'm typing something that's clearly wrong. People be like, nah, man, you're gone too far in the deep end. So that's nice. People also help me. Like, so many people in this chat always help me. They always provide hints, help me, like, not give me the solutions, but maybe they give me a hint, or they ask a question that nudges me in the right direction. I think that's useful. And I think the most important thing why I stream is because it holds me accountable, man. It holds me very accountable. I take this time very seriously. Like, I don't just miss a stream. I start on time. Once my streaming time hits, I'm ready to go. Like, I say this all the time, but I treat this stream like a meeting with my manager or somebody like that, where, like, I'm not gonna show up 25 minutes late to a meeting with my manager without saying anything. You know, I'm gonna show up on time, man. I'm not even gonna be 3 minutes late. I'm gonna show up 00 on the dot, man. And that's how I treat this stream. And by doing that, that's how I treat my studies. So the stream is the stand-up then? Yeah, maybe for me. Do we miss it? Oh, snap. Smart code. I forgot about the type racer. I got distracted talking about stuff. I'm still on eases. Simon working with strings. I finally did not get discouraged and quit today. I enjoyed my algorithm failure. Say nice. Without the stream, could you have reached this level? A Roberts, I'm gonna have to say, without this stream, I don't think I would be pursuing LeetCode still. I think I would have just... Without this stream, I don't think I would have gotten the job at Google either. I think this stream pushed me to the levels that I needed to. Like, I think it's different for everybody though. For me, I do my best work when, I guess, other people are there. Like, when it's game time, when it's real. Like, when I'm just alone by myself, I'm not going hard. But if there's other people watching, or if there's like a little friendly competition, I turn it up to 11, you know? So like, I feel in some ways I'm competing with everyone in chat. Like, we're all somewhat competing, even though we're all friendly to each other. Nobody wants to get the lowest rank in the contest, or nobody wants to be able to like not solve the problem everyone else solved. So I think in that aspect, it pushes me even further than how far I could push myself if I was alone. So yeah, I think this is not as people in the world running next to him, like, you know, or all those people that reach to that level. They always have like crazy sparring partners or training partners and they push each other so far ahead of everyone else. And I think that's what this stream does for me. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Madouche won, so I'm a manager at the G. Thanks. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna show up late for my one-on-one with a manager. My first 4 out of 4 was a bi-weekly back in February, and that got unrated. Dang. All my best performances were unrated. Zombie killer whale, that is a terrible feeling. That's a good point. Just listening to you talk is motivating me. Other people are important. Yeah. So I tried to study LeetCode by myself for many months. I can show you. I can show you right now. This is my history. My first LeetCode problem. Well, actually, this wasn't by myself. December 2019, me and my sparring partner, B. Becca. If you don't know B. Becca, I'll just show you briefly. But we're not talking about B. Becca right now. This is my sparring partner, man. He is, look at his profile, insane. Like, we started training around the same time. And we've had our, we've had our troubles in the beginning, but I think we both found our groove, and now we're like super consistent. So in 2019, that's when I started, and I only had like B. Becca in person, and we're at different levels at the time, so it was hard to really study together all the time, But that's where I started. And then COVID hit right here in March. So this was like my first training camp from December 2019 until March 2020 when COVID hit. Then COVID hit, and it's like, what's the point, man? The world's gonna end. And I didn't do anything for like a month. And then I tried to start back, and I was like, yeah, I should probably start LeetCoding. And then I had to make some big life changes around here. I moved to Canada basically during this time. And then B. Becca was my roommate, and we went to like we have a similar history of breaking into tech. But anyways, first study session alone, didn't make it very far. Second study session, also alone, right here, didn't make it very far, maybe a few months. But this is where I discovered binary search. I started doing binary search here. And I'll do like the LeetCode daily and the contests. But my main submissions during this time was on a different website called Binary Search. And Binary Search was like a multiplayer LeetCode. And this is where I discovered like the strength of joining a community. I used to be so motivated to show up every day on Binary Search, because I'd see the same people grinding, and we'd join rooms together and we'd solve problems together. And it felt a lot more rewarding. I never pushed myself as much as I did like before, since finding out binary search. And then like I got a job around this time in September 2020. I got a job at like a small startup. So then all my LeetCoding just kind of died off. But then I was working at this job this whole time, and I was like, man, this job ain't it. In May, I was like, this job ain't it. And I told B. Becca, hey, B. Becca, I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to just start a Twitch channel and stream myself solving LeetCode every single day until I find a job. And I started doing that on June 1st, even though the submission says nothing. But June 1st is when I first started to stream. And then, man, I've never been so consistent in my whole life. This was really like 150 something days. This zero submission doesn't even count, because I submitted a lot of code on binary search that day. But before, my previous best streak was like a month or 2 months. But after I started to stream, I went for 5 months nonstop, almost 6 months. And it felt like easy work, And I met so many people streaming. Everyone here, basically, I met people motivated me to push myself harder. No Condom Chris, somebody in this chat in July, told me to take Google Kickstart. It's a competitive programming contest, and I took Google Kickstart. A recruiter hit me up talking about how they want to interview me, and I said, yeah, let me do it. And then I quit my job, the job I had over here. I quit my job in order to study full time for my Google interview. And I studied from August. I had my phone screen in September. I thought I failed it, but I passed it. And then my final, or like my on-site, was sometime in October. So I studied these 5 months, and then I kind of took a break. Like, I came back around this time. I tried to stream every day, but it was too much with work. And then eventually I ended up on this schedule where it's just like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And I think it's been working great for me. Well, that's a little bit of a history about my LeetCode stuff. That's amazing how doors open up in life. Yeah, so I'd say streaming. If I didn't stream, I wouldn't have gotten this good. I wouldn't have taken the opportunity to like do all these contests that people push me to take. And because I did those things, I was lucky enough to like have recruiters find me. How many easies do you do? I've done, oh, this is B Becco. I don't know, a couple hundred. Billy Bob Buttery Biscuit, thank you very much for the follow. I've done like 400 easy problems, 600 mediums, 80 hards. Howdy, how's the stream going so far? It's going decent. It's not bad. I'm Motive, how are you doing? Inspiring, thank you. Do you rely a lot on memorization when trying to get good at LeetCode? I think you gotta learn. I think memorizing is not the right word, but you gotta be exposed to a lot of these techniques. You could say you memorize the techniques or something like that, but I don't think that's what you mean. Maybe what you mean is memorizing specific problems. I think it's important to be exposed to all these different tricks and techniques, and then with all those tricks and techniques on your tool belt, you need to figure out which one of them is applicable to the current problem. And that's how I solve problems. I make sure that I know how to use all the tools in my tool belt decent, and then I just use those tools to get the job done. How quickly did it take to be confident with mediums? I don't know, man. I'd say for me about a year or so. But there's a lot of topics that I just shy away from, like tries. I didn't do tries for the longest time. Backtracking also gave me a hard time in the beginning. So I just procrastinated on certain topics for way too long. And I think that held me back a lot. But once you dive into them and you start learning them, they're not so bad. Did you do the daily problem? Dolarian 55 is back. Yeah. I think I did the daily problem. Yeah, I did. Oh man, YouTube. I've been YouTube doesn't update the dang chat when it's over here. I'm so sorry. So I just saw this in my peripherals right now. I'm like a long time late. The last 2 dailies got me feeling like a pro. Nice. How did you rank in 391? I think I got, let me see. I got like top 1K somewhere. I don't know what the last thing, like the finalized rank was. McClare 707, thank you very much for the follow. How long have you been active in LeetCode for consistently? Who said that? Right here. About three years, I'd say. 4 years almost. How are you able to recognize what tool to use when faced with a given problem? I think that comes with experience. That comes by solving 1,000 problems. But there are some tips that you can like look out for, um, like binary searching on certain things. You'll start to pick up the intuition on when to think about binary search, or if the question is asking for some subarray sums, you know, maybe prefix sums might be something to look into, or sliding window. If the problem is asking you to mod the number by some really large prime number, maybe, you know, it could be DP, it could be something else though. Yeah, but I say that comes with experience, man. Spoopty. Secret Discord invite. Hold up. You gotta, Spoopty, you gotta send me a whisper and I'll send you the Discord invite. McClare707, are you self-taught or CS degree? I am self-taught, my friend, but I do have a mechanical engineering degree. While it's not a CS degree, I do think having an engineering degree holds some weight. Like, it shows that you're able to solve problems, basically. But I was a very bad student. Feel free to ask me mechanical engineering questions. Yeah. Man, I dare somebody to ask me a mechanical engineering question, man. What college do you go to? I went to one of the worst colleges for engineering in the nation. Let me see. Worst engineering colleges in USA. Is there like a top worst list? Let me see if my thing is on here. These are probably really bad. Maybe not that bad. It's just I went to a public state school that sucked in engineering for sure. Dropping words of wisdom. I'm just trying to answer questions, man. How to change my tire, man. First, you need to have a spare tire, and then you have your lug tool. I could change a tire, man. And if you can't break the nut, man, you gotta like jump on that thing or like stomp on it with your feet instead of trying to use your hands. What's wrong with Boeing? Answer as a mechanical engineer, man. It seems what's wrong with Boeing is they let non-engineers take over the leadership. But I don't know anything about Boeing. If you put an ice cube into a cup of hot coffee, will the final temperature be lower if you put it in after 5 minutes or at time equals 0? Low road sim racing. Oh man, I actually specialized in fluid dynamics or thermal fluids. That was my specialization. And I can tell you, man, you gotta wait for 5 minutes. That's what I think. Did you like engineering? I was thinking about doing it, but it seems like you must be good at physics, which I'm not sure I'm down for. Well, you gotta be good at physics for sure if you want to be a mechanical engineer. I like the problems engineering has to offer, but I'm not like obsessed with being an engineer, I guess. McDonnell Douglas bought Boeing with Boeing's money. What? More math than physics for mechanical engineering? I think at a certain point, like the physics and the math kind of just merge together. Like, I don't know the difference between the math and the physics sometimes. It seems like the same thing. Why do you not go into mechanical engineering as a career? Because I couldn't find a dang job, man. Nobody wanted to hire me. I had a really low GPA, even though I never even got to the point where they asked me what my GPA was. All the interviews were whack. They all asked me how many golf balls can I fit in a 747. How many windows are there in San Francisco? How many slices of pizza does New York eat? Those are like 3 questions I actually got in like different mechanical engineering interviews. It's like, what the hell is wrong with these people, man? What kind of bum ass questions? And I just couldn't find a job, man. I applied to hundreds of places and it was hard to just even talk to somebody. And then I just kind of gave up and I went to the restaurants. I became a server in a sushi restaurant, and then I worked there for like almost a year. I had other restaurant jobs before that, but this particular one, after I gave up looking for a career, I worked there for a year. And after a year, I was like, this ain't it. And I took all my saved up money and I went somewhere else to live. And then I just decided to learn how to program. What are the 3 laws of Newton? Man, I don't know that stuff, man. Franco de Mice. Is that the objects in motion something? Are you talking about that type of stuff, man? I don't know what the laws are. Weighting is correct. You get more heat transfer to ambient since the delta T is higher. Oh yeah, I knew that. Higher math is physics and higher physics is math. Yeah, those types of questions suck. Those engineering interview questions, yeah. What a meme. Yeah, it's real life, man. The shift from an engineering company started when Boeing bought McDonnell Douglas. Do you try drawing them a free body diagram? Icy Black Deep. Are you a mechanical engineer, man? Like, how do you know all these words? I haven't heard of free body diagram since like my freshman year or like my sophomore year in college. There isn't a right answer to a lot of those questions. It's often just seeing how you work on the problems. Yeah, I suppose so. But man, those questions used to piss me off. All right. At least you got an interview, unlike a lot of CS grads. Man, I interviewed with Pepsi. Who else did I interview with? I think I interviewed with like one of those defense companies. And I interviewed at like some local small companies. And I had like internships with Lockheed Martin. I had internships at Oak Ridge National Lab. I had like 1 design competitions as a mechanical engineer. And still couldn't get anything, man. First law, don't stand under an apple tree. First law is force equal mass times acceleration. Second law, who knows? And every action equal an opposite reaction. Yeah, maybe that sounds familiar. I wish we could draw free body diagrams for LeetCode. I guess I kind of do that, some ways with. This is like a free body diagram, maybe. Free body diagram is physics. Oh man, it's math? Nah, man, it's engineering. I'm gonna tell you, we used to have a lot of free body diagrams in like I forget the class name, but it was like static analysis. It's basically when they give you a bunch of things. They're like, here's a house and it has this thing attached to it, like so, and this is a wall. How much force? And then you have to like go to all the joints and draw out all the forces. Anyway, I don't remember anything about engineering, man. That was a bad drawing. It's almost time for me to go. Look at the time. Engineering is supposed to be a good degree. Yeah, but I also graduated around 2008 to 2000. I graduated in this time frame when it was not the best market. Maybe it's just because I gave up too early. Yeah, maybe it was the right thing for me to give up too early. Because if I had continued, if I had keep on keeping on and I actually got a mechanical engineering job, maybe I would have never learned programming. Do you do Formula SAE when you were in school? Nah. I was too cool for that team, man. I had bad grades but got loads of interviews and that's all they want to talk about. Yeah, I wasn't on that team. What did I do? Oh, what the hell? Blaze Bits. Thank you very much for the raid, man. You have the sickest username I've ever seen. I don't know who you are, but man, your name is that a homage to Blaise Pascal? Blaise Pascal is my favorite. I don't even know what he is. Is he a mathematician? Is he a physicist? He's my favorite historical person. Oh, we gotta do type racer. I'll do a type racer before I leave, don't you worry. What Google office do I work out of? I'm in New York, but I used to work in Sunnyvale, and then I transferred to New York because California sucks. Not all of California. The Bay Area sucks. I don't know anywhere else in California. Are there many foreign people working at Google? For sure, tons of them. He's a philosopher and math. He was a mathematician. Only a man. Pascal had to be more than just a mathematician because aren't like isn't pressure measured in pascals? That sounds a little bit more than math to me. The Bay Area is rough. Yeah, Bay Area sucks. Oh, Spoop Day. I'll send you the invite. Bay Area sucks in what way? I'll tell you. I'll tell you all the reasons why the Bay Area sucks right now. Let me see. First of all, there's no great transportation, like public transit sucks. Second of all, homeless crisis, man. So many crazy people. Your windows are gonna get smashed. Third, the rent's too damn high for wait, what else? Why else does it suck? Too much traffic, man. Too much traffic, but that goes with like no good public transit. Why else does it suck? I think those are the main reasons. You know, I'll tell you the main reason why I think it sucks, man. in my opinion. So 10 years ago, or roughly 10 years ago, I used to think California, the sickest place on the planet, man. Everybody wants to be in California. California is like the number one state in my eyes. I was like, yeah, they're super progressive over there. Everybody is like chill and smoking weed or something. Weed is legal in California. I was like, oh yeah, California, great weather, great drugs, all that stuff. I'm like, I gotta go there. Yeah, progressive, super progressive. And then now, for me, I think the biggest reason though was like weed was legal. I was like, yeah, I want to live in a green state. But no, it's like weed is legal everywhere, man. So the biggest reason I thought California was so cool has now been taken away because it's like legal everywhere. And then I don't know, I feel like I don't like to go hiking, so I don't go outside. So the weather thing I don't care about. Blaze Bits, thank you very much for the follow. I don't I don't like to go outside, so I don't care about having great weather. I don't go on hikes, so I don't care about being close to the mountains. And then yeah, everything else It's like I couldn't even go outside at night. I was about to get robbed or something. It felt super unsafe when I was there. I was in Oakland, by the way. But even like downtown San Francisco felt super sketch at night, depending on the area. Florida is the better California, man. Florida sucks too, man. I lived in Florida for a long time. I think New York is the place to be right now. I'm not gonna lie. Gonna move back to California next year? Nah. Anyways, I gotta go. But before we go, let's do a type racer and then I'm gonna go raid somebody. Alright, you guys ready? Who's here for type racer? There it is. The first race is just the warm-up. Man, I keep forgetting about YouTube, man. Any predictions? No, we don't have time for predictions. We only have time to... Man, look at this. This is just the warm-up. Beyonce. The crime in Cali is insane. New record. Dang, Icy Black Deep 90. That's crazy. But it was such a short passage. Let's see if he can do that in the championship round. YouTube is second class citizen here? Nah, that's not true. Maybe a little bit. I'm hoping that the YouTube people just come over onto Twitch, man. Or you can stay on YouTube. I'll try to read chat every now and then. Alright, here we go. Championship round. No joking around. Jeez, that's a long passage. Man, what the hell is that passage? Low Road Sim Racing 118. Crazy. Josh or Q. Joshua 99. Spoopty 95. SM 90. Pat 79. Icy Black Deep 72. Anyways, all right, 118. Let me put that up on the website, and then I gotta go find somebody to raid. And then that's it. I didn't get to solve that hard problem, but maybe next time. Sometimes you gotta chill though. Low Road Sim Racing at 118. There you go. There you go. All right, everybody. Pat lurking behind the shadows. Yeah. If y'all don't know Pat's Hello World, man, he's a great streamer. Jokes around a little bit too much on stream, though. Need to get serious, Pat. 200k TC depends on it, man. Man, we got no LeetCoders. This can't be right. For the first time in a long time, there's nobody to raid. If only Pat's Hello World was online right now. Where did B Becca end up? B Becca is... he's good. He's had multiple... he's worked at multiple top tech companies at this point. Alright. So... hold on. Spoopdy. Let me send you the Discord invite real quick. Alright, I just sent that to you. Alright, if Pat's not going on, then I'm about to raid somebody else. Give me a chill vibe. Thank you. I like to be chill. Is Pat going on? Or what? Should we browse the software thing? Let me go find somebody doing algorithms or something like that. Oh, look, this guy says algorithms.
What you're looking for is in that list. Binary search returns mission. Otherwise, binary search returns null. So my guess is like you kind of like jump to the middle.
Oh, this guy wants to get raided, man.
Yeah.
Yo, this guy is trying to get raided right now. Look at him. He just started streaming. Algorithms. What is he really trying to say? That's the Grokking Algos book. I'm about to raid him. Alright, somebody is new trying to turn algorithms. Let's be supportive. Give them some tips. Don't be too pushy. Just let them do their thing. They look like they're just starting out streaming, but you know, let's be very supportive. Pat's Hello World. Can't believe you're not streaming right now, but it's all good. See you later, everybody. Zombie Killer Whale, Pat's Hello World, Low Road Sim Racing. Have a good night. Icy Black Deep, Inrosis 94. See you later. Smart Coder, Q Ultimus. Have a good night. A Roberts. Thank you for all the great questions. Hope to see you around again in the future. Zombie Killer Whale, Mad Flash 19, LeetCode and Chill. Spooped. Adios, amigos. And oh, get glocked. See you later. Blaze Bits, thank you for the raid, and see you next time. And everybody else. Did I miss anyone? Tomo Mami, have a good night. Rightly so. Adios. And SM123, have a good night. Everybody, YouTube. See you later, YouTube. Sorry if like I don't read chat as often as I should. Anyways, peace out.